Hi guys, this is vlog number 4 and Robin is now 7 weeks old. If I was still pregnant, I would currently be 32 weeks. Since the last video I've made, not much has happened. Some people would say that's a good thing because she hasn't made any steps backwards and that's really positive. But at the same time it's really frustrating because at the end of it all, I just want her to come home as soon as she can. Her feeds have gone up slightly, but literally a few mils. I think last time I said that she was on 14 mils every 2 hours, and today she went up from 19 to 20. So they're trying to increase her feeds so that she can have feeds less frequently. So they want to try and get it down to every 3 hours, which means that she would need more in each feed. But overall, she's doing about the same as she was last time. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about the things that are being monitored with Robin and the things that are inside her incubator in order to do that. So she's got 3 sticky pads on her chest, and there's a red one, a yellow one and a black one. The red and yellow leads are monitoring her heart rate. The black lead is monitoring her respiration rate. The thick white wire running down the side of her body that's attached to her wrist, that monitors her oxygen saturation levels, and it does that by shining the red light through her skin to measure how much oxygen is flowing through her blood. There's a white thin wire that runs down from her armpit, and there's a tiny little temperature probe in there, so they tape it under her armpit to continuously measure her temperature. There's a blue tube with a purple cap, and that's her feeding tube. The syringe goes into the end and screws on, and the milk's poured into the syringe and she's fed by gravity. So gravity pulls the milk down and the tube goes straight down into her stomach. So she doesn't really get to taste it, but she gets that sense that her tummy's full and she's nice and comfy, cosy. So all of the things that these leads and sticky pads are monitoring, they all show up onto a screen that's hung up on the wall above her incubator. So if we want to know how she's doing, we just look up there and see what the numbers say. On that screen, we've got a green one at the top, and that number shows us her heart rate. So that's how many beats her heart does per minute. The blue one below that is her oxygen saturation level, and that one is out of 100. The white one at the bottom is her respiration rate, and that shows how many times per minute she breathes. The little orange number on the right hand bottom side, that shows her temperature, and the top right has her pulse. So on the side of the incubator we've got a few indicators to show us what the environment inside the incubator is like. Where it says P1 on that picture, that's where her weight shows up during a weight check. At the moment it's not in use, but when it shows up it's in grams. Where it says 40, that's the humidity inside the incubator, so that's measured in a percentage. When she was first born, that was at 90%, so it kept the air really moist because her skin was so sensitive when she was first born that the humidity needed to be kept quite high. At the moment though, it's off, and the 40 is just the natural humidity that comes from her body and everything else that's in there with her. Where it says 32.5, that's the temperature that the nurses set the incubator to. So that's the temperature that they're aiming for the incubator to be so that Robin can keep really nice and warm in there. Just next to it says 32.4, and that monitor shows the actual temperature that's inside the incubator. So I'm going to leave you guys now with a few clips of little bits of Robin getting fed, Robin getting weighed, and cuddles with Robin. So enjoy.
the door, so you tend to get an idea anyway.
Ah, right, okay.
It's very hard to get in the unit at that time anyway, so.
No problem.
Anyway,
Okay.
but feel free to go there before that if you want. It's just a